important
Hey
video.
guys, it's Adwoa-Sugar here with you, with me and Quabby, with another video. Okay, this video is about African American women dating men while having children. Okay, so like I was explaining, say you have children as African American, or as African you have children, and you decide to go with this lady. You both have to accept or agree that, since I want to be with you, I accept your children as my own, and vice versa. I know there's like a stigma or something where, like, some in the Ghanaian culture, some could be nice and some could not even like your kids. And that could also go with African Americans too. Some can like your kids, some can not like your kids. So that's why I always say in all my videos, please use discernment when you're dating somebody. Also too, when you're dating African men, they're family oriented, but you need to use discernment because your kids are not going to be, I'm talking to African American women, a lot of our kids are not raised how their kids are raised. So there's a close chance that your kids may not respect your new husband or new person you're with like kids respect them there. So you definitely, if you have older kids or teenagers, you definitely want to have a talk with them. If they're younger, you can explain and condition them or get them ready for this relationship that you're going to embark on. I know discipline with kids and a step spouse can be, a really touchy subject, but it's important for you to have that conversation with your African man or with your African American woman about your child, vice versa about your children, about how you raise them and how you take care of them, because this situation can deter a relationship. From experience, some kids may not like how they discipline them. Some kids may not even respect your husband the way he needs to be respected because they're used to a different type of culture, and that's just how we're raised and how things are here. Oh wait, hold on, baby, because it's cars. So make sure. So I would say make sure you have that planned down when you're thinking about embarking on a relationship with an African man, a Ghanaian man, precise what we're talking about, but a man from another culture that has, understand discipline differently than how you have. Yes, some of us African Americans come from disciplined homes, and some of our disciplined homes are way different than how African families are. There are some things that your kids may say to you that if they say it to an African man, honey, that's not gonna sit well. So you definitely want to talk to him about that before, he comes into the family. If your kids are older, kids being older, that works. Your kids are not really much interfering because they're older. But if you do have some of those kids that are a little bit disrespectful to you as adults, and then you have this African man with you, their upbringing with their family, they don't do that at all. Like their mother and father still will beat them. Even in the old age, they will still, they still go on their knees and apologize. And in our culture, there's some African Americans that are like that, but with the mass majority, it's not all like that. So that is something you definitely want to have a conversation about with your partner, your spouse, who you're thinking about spending your life with. Because baby, once that stuff starts happening, your relationship is going to be under a lot of turmoil, and you don't know how that will hold. These are blended families coming together. Also too, with his daughter or son that are coming from overseas, you definitely want to pray about them and pray about the discernment too, because you don't know what their mindsets will be with their parents. You don't know how they might treat you. You don't know about their culture and things like that. You want to ask a lot of questions so you can understand what you're getting yourself into and understand what is the dynamic of your family life and what you see as respect, what he sees as respect, how you're going to discipline his daughter or son, or if you're going to leave the discipline to him, how, if they will engage in disciplining your children or speaking to them, or you need to, make this situation known ahead of time in the beginning of your relationship, because it can really break your relationship. Really. African men are totally different, and respect, like I said, respect is a high thing to them, even in their marriages, and also with kids, being respectful to them. And also you want to make sure, like I said, discernment. You don't know this African man from a can of paint. You don't know how he was raised too. You don't know if he struggles with different things, or maybe he has been, molested or touched. Not saying that he would do anything, but like I said, you have to use discernment. So with anything, please use discernment. I hope this video helped you. All right, love you. Adwoa-Sugar.